When we are at our country house, we can't just sit around and do nothing. It would be nice, but there is always something to be done. This time we started a little project in our bathroom, trying to improve it at least a little bit. We are now in phase 1, the preparations. And before we start phase 2, we have to let it rest for at least 24 hours. So in the meantime, we'll continue with something else. This might look familiar to you, because we've already done it once. We are building a shelf. We've been quite happy with the last one, so we thought we could use another one. So here we are, fighting with the shelf. It looks so easy in this time lapse, but in reality it felt like it didn't want to be put together at all. No matter, because it looks like we won in the end. Tommy bought another shelf system, or whatever this is. So we put it together. It was so difficult and so hard, because these pieces, it's a nightmare to put them together everywhere, because they don't fit perfectly. But we were successful in the end, and we are going to put it here into our chicken coop. It's quite big, but there is this thing for hands. So I would like to get rid of it first, but it's quite heavy.
It's quite fast and easy. And there's so much space here now, so I can buy so many more of these, right? Can be everywhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's so much space. I hadn't noticed at all how big this chicken coop is.
We haven't used this room for 2 years.
Yeah. So it's a very nice storage area.
It's so cold today and windy, so we're done here. We're going back inside and we'll continue here next time.
Yeah. One more thing before we go inside. There is leak still on our garden beds. So let's take 2 of them, honey.
Okay, if you know what to do with them.
Or just 1. 1 is enough.
There are not many left, as you can see.
No.
Our harvest is almost done.
But it's still amazing. Wow.
It's still nice to be able to harvest something in February.
It is. It's totally awesome. The roots are so big. That's new.
You should just cut it off.
Yeah, but I don't wanna cut into the thing because it would go bad quite quickly.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Just the roots somehow. And it doesn't look like from the store now, but once I clean it up, it's totally amazing. So this is not the final product.
We are running out of greens in our garden, so we started growing our own sprouts in this new sprouting bowl, or whatever it's called.
It looks so cool. I love the bowl.
Yeah, we had little jars before, but this one has 3 floors, so you can grow different seeds at the same time and at different times, so you can keep replenishing. And so today we will have these radishes, or radish sprouts.
Mm-hmm.
They look ready. They look really pretty. They are starting to create leaves, so I think it's the right time to eat them.
Yeah, it looks like a mold is starting to grow, but it's not mold. These are roots.
Mm-hmm. Little roots.
Slowly, like creating.
Yeah.
And the smaller seeds are what?
These are arugula
Mm-hmm.
seeds, and we couldn't grow them before in our jars because they had big holes in the lid, so they would flow away. So now we are trying them for the first time. But I put them here like 2 days after radishes, so that we would have enough time to eat everything. So they're only starting to sprout. It's nice to have something healthy during winter as well, when we can't grow anything outside.
Yeah, and sprouts are very healthy. And I love the flavor.
Yeah, they actually taste like radishes.
Yeah.
When you have them for long enough, when they start creating the leaves. Delicious.
Yum. It's so windy again, it's terrible. But look guys, it's the middle of February and there are snowdrops already, and so many of them. This is quite unusual because it's too soon. Normally it would happen later, I don't know, at the beginning of March or something. This winter has been very warm and there hasn't been any like cold days with strong frost. So yeah, the nature is getting awake very fast.
Hopefully it won't come later, so that everything would freeze over.
Yeah, that happens in the spring. The winter is too warm and then in the spring a few times colder air from the north and everything freezes. So hopefully not this year. It's very windy today. Wind gusts around 70 kilometers per hour. But that doesn't stop us because there is work to be done. There is this dog rose and we would like to get rid of it because we would like to plant something else here. So we were thinking we will cut the branches off and then we will try to dig out the roots somehow. Hopefully you can hear me with the wind everywhere. There is a wind warning for today. This dog rose was already here when we bought the property, and then we removed the fence here and it got prettier, but it's still where we don't want it to be. So,
and we have a lot of them elsewhere.
Yes.
We should have brought our gloves, I think.
Yes. That was a mistake.
It's very thorny.
Going to get them. The wind is so strong. Wow.
We wanted to replant these Kamchatka honeysuckle shrubs, which were the first shrubs we planted on our property ourselves. And we decided that we want to have them somewhere else, and we will plant some hedge along this fence to shield ourselves from the neighbors.
Yeah, because these Kamchatka honeysuckles are quite not tall.
Yeah, they would grow maybe to be this tall.
I'm going to dig this one out first, but I'm worried because I don't want to damage the roots, and we don't know like how far they spread.
Yeah.
And they are already getting green because these ones are the first ones to get green. They like cold climate. Okay.
Yay.
Replanting in a storm. Amazing.
Let's see. It's the right size, honey.
Good.
I have a new hat from my mom. She knitted it herself.
Yeah, it looks pretty autumny to me.
Yeah.
Okay, the second one. Ha!
Wow,
I am a professional.
that was quick.
Yes.
Wow, that's a big thing.
Maybe I took too much soil.
Better more than less. But where's the hole, honey?
There isn't one yet, but there will be very soon. Give me a few seconds. One hole coming right up.
You need a big hole because you made this big mess. I think that should be big enough. Bigger than I thought even.
No.
But look, we can put it in.
Yippee!
I don't even need any more soil, it seems.
It's
was
done.
The exact right size.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
This will be very nice, like a small barrier from the field to the garden.
Yeah. It looks so pretty here, I love it.
Yeah, I think they will be happier here.
More sun, right, mainly. And more space.
Probably a little bit more wind.
I'm sure they love it in Kamchatka.
Yeah. Okay, so we are done here.
Woohoo!
We keep doing projects inside our house before it gets too warm and we are busy outside. And today it's time to improve our bathroom. So we bought some accessories, bathroom accessories, and last week we put these holders on the walls. And we want to avoid drilling whenever we can. So we used special glue, it's called Mammoth. And it looks like it's holding really tight. I can't move with it at all. We already have the same thing in the condo in the city, and it's been there for 7 years or so, and it's holding really strong. And today we want to add the accessories on the holders and finish the whole thing. So let's start with this soap thingy.
Yes, let's start with that.
That will go here, as we agreed, instead of this old soap. There's not much space, so it will take a while. I see. And it's in the place. Ta-da! Yay!
Okay, so the next thing is this cup holder for 2 cups. I've been using it already. So let me remove the cups first. Or mugs, or what is it? Glasses? Glass.
So many options.
I feel like cup is just for the measuring in American recipes. I don't know. Or you can pee in a cup when you go to a doctor.
Maybe not to these cups.
No, because these are not cups, you know what I mean.
So you cannot pee in these. I can see you.
Okay, this is a nightmare.
I know.
It's hard to access.
Yeah.
I
So
hate
tiny.
it. Yeah, I hate it.
But we only have to do this once. So we have to suck it up.
Now it's going harder, so we are almost there, but it's totally like I did it wrong.
I don't know about this. But you can still move it now, or is it already too tight?
It's too tight, so
Untighten it. Guys, I will be done already.
now.
Whee!
Okay, 15 minutes later, and it's in the place.
Yay!
This is Tommy's on the left side. He's always on the left side.
Because I'm older.
This is me on the right side because I'm younger.
And prettier.
Totally reasonable.
Yeah.
And we didn't mention this mirror is new.
Oh yeah.
It's very big and new. So I love it because it makes the room feel more spacious.
It just appeared one day.
No, Tommy installed it, I don't know, a few months ago, and it was a nightmare. So look, it's chipped here in the corner.
Yeah, that's my trademark.
Yes, so now we know this mirror is ours.
It was funny because I wanted to surprise Peter with this mirror and I didn't tell him that I installed it here. It was when I was here one of the weekends on my own when he was at work back in Brno. And then we came together the next time and he passed by through the bathroom and he didn't even notice it. So like 3 times he came through this place and only like, I don't know, at the end of the day he realized that it was here.
Yeah, it was at the end of the day. I finally noticed something different and I was like, oh, wow, we have a new mirror. And Tommy was like, yeah, I already installed it last weekend.
We need to be careful now, make sure it's even, because this is a shelf.
You need 2 thingies to work together. This is the shelf, very slick or elegant, because it's made of glass.
Ooh.
Okay, so like this?
Yeah.
Or more to the right or to the left?
Oh,
because we have the...
looks good to me.
Okay.
It should be centered, I think.
Yeah, so is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And the second shelf? Like this?
Uh-huh. Yeah, looks good. They look gorgeous. They don't belong into our bathroom, really. But I forgot we have one more thing.
We do. This one.
Yeah.
It was in my way as I was screwing here.
That's what reminded me as well. We also have this thingy, this accessory to hang clothes while we take a shower, for example. So we wanted to put it here on this door. Maybe somewhere here.
Higher. Higher. Higher.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
And in the middle.
Yeah.
So something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember that. And I will now remove this thing. That was satisfying. And now tell me where it was. Here?
Uh-huh, something like that.
Okay,
A little bit higher. Okay.
I'm going.
Yeah, go. But it's not even.
Too late? Are you kidding? It's done. You should have said that before I touched it.
Okay, but it will hang. Okay.
To hell.
But from this angle it's not even.
From here it looks good when I look at it.
Okay.
So we just have to look at it from this angle and it will be good.
Okay.
And I think we are done here. I love especially the shelves, now that they are full of stuff.
Yeah.
It looks so much better in the room.
Very pretty.
So we are ready to brush our teeth here in this room for the first time after 2 years.
Yay! It's better here than in the kitchen. I don't know why we were doing it in the kitchen. Maybe it's more convenient because you are closer to the living room. I just wanna wash my hands quickly.
The new soap. Is it working?
No.
Ah, yes.
It's working now. I was afraid we are done and we would return it. But no, it's working. And ta-da! It's such a small thing, all the accessories, but I don't know, it makes me happy. The room looks better.
Yeah, it does. So we planted 6 currant plants. We have 3 black currants, 2 white currants, and one red currant.
But now, 1.5 years later, we haven't been happy with the spot where we had planted the currants, so it was time to replant them to another place. We want to use the space on our field and continue transforming it into a nice garden.
We didn't expect to work on our currants already now, but we noticed that they are starting to get green already, because it's been warm recently. and we wanted to replant them on our field because this is where we want them now. These were one of the first shrubs we planted when we were starting here, and at that time we didn't know yet what we really want, and we realized that we want to plant some proper hedge next to our neighbors instead of these fruit shrubs which only grow to be like 1 or 1.5 meters tall. So they are here now, and we will have to also make them shorter, cut the branches.
Tommy was studying on the internet how to do this.
Yeah. I'm just doing it randomly at this point, and I hope that it will work.
Me too. But currants have a good life on our property. They seem to love it here and they grow very well, all of them, so yeah. No problems. This one is the greenest.
Yeah.
We weren't planning to replant the currants at all, but today we were walking around them and like planning the future hedge on that side of the property, and I was like, let's do this, right honey? And yeah. Here we are. So that's great, because at first we were like, maybe next year, but the roots would be too big because they were too big already, right?
Right.
So this was good timing because otherwise it would be too late. So we feel great now because this was another success, and yeah, another job well done. Guys, it's the middle of February and we have quite a lot of spinach still, and this is highly unusual because normally spinach ends at the end of autumn, and then in winter there should be nothing, and then you start again in spring, like you plant new seeds. But this winter has been very warm and there hasn't been any frosty days, like only mild frost here and there at night, but yeah, not much frost. So the spinach is growing like nothing the whole winter, and I'm harvesting it now because why not? So Tommy has been preparing to plant new seeds in his mind already, but we still have old ones and this is growing and growing. So there is a very high amount of new leaves all the time.
And new seeds are already on the way.
They are?
Uh-huh.
Cool. As you can see, the leaves are not very big. So this is baby spinach now. But it's totally enough for us.
Yeah.
It's cute and it's a miracle that it's growing in February. Tommy is saying that it's not that unusual that the spinach is growing during winter, but I'm not sure. I think it's unusual in our climate.
It wouldn't grow as much. Normally, I think the spinach would grow before winter, and then you would just harvest it during winter, but it wouldn't have new gains anymore.
Yeah, and there are new gains here, so that's the difference. But it's becoming a standard here that the winters are getting warmer and warmer, so climate change is happening. In December, when we dug it out from under the snow, I thought that was the last time we were harvesting spinach, but it's still here. It's unbelievable. So the winter looked promising at the beginning because there was snow and everything, and snow came more times. Snow-wise it wasn't the worst winter, but frost-wise it was pathetic. And I think the winter is over, so we are waiting for spring now. So now it's only windy. Like, I don't know, for Many days in a row it's windy. Windy, windy, windy.
Like every year at the beginning of spring, right?
Yeah, spring is usually windy, but not like this. This is too many days in a row with strong winds. So it's not pleasant at all. Sadly, the windy weather stayed. And there was even a bit of snow again, which melted right after the snowfall. But anyway, we know that spring is just behind the corner. We'll see what awaits us next time. So until then, bye!